to visit Fylde Coast. You see, I am alive. I've been sat watching the weather this morning. As you can see, it's quite grey at the moment. It's quite grey, it's quite windy, but it's actually quite mild. And I've been sitting working this morning watching the weather coming in over the sea, and there was a stripe of brightness appearing, so I thought, that's mine. And I got Kevin to bring me to the tram stop at Thornton Gate, which is where I am now, look. Just in time for drum roll and fanfare. Ta-da! The tram. So there you go, that was quite good timing for once. It's really annoying when you get to the tram stop just to discover that one's just gone. Press when late. Looks like we're going backwards. I don't really like going backwards. But I thought today we'd have a walk and talk. So I've got a few things to discuss with you, which I might do in separate videos. But we're going to go and have a look and see what we can find in Blackpool and see what we can find in my world as well. Oh, good morning. Can I have a day ticket, please?
You can, darling. £6.60, please.
Has it done it?
Yep. Perfect.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye. Yeah, so I've got my ticket. I've got my ticket now. That's as easy as it is. And what was I saying? Oh yes, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, because despite the irregularity of videos in recent weeks, I am still here and I'm still alive. Just shouting. And this is the beautiful Blackpool Transport tram. So for the princely sum of £6.60, I can get on and off this tram as many times as I like in the day. I can go on, there you go, look, there's your ticket. I can go on the buses, and I can travel unlimitedly around the Fylde Coast. And that's what I normally do. I put them in the back of my phone case and then I don't lose them. And then I can just flash my phone when I get on the tram. I won't be getting on any buses. So, Cleveland. Hello. Well, that's like before and after. I've got off the tram, Talbot Square, and as you can see, it's starting to brighten up a bit. It's not quite as grey and gloomy. There's quite a bit of blue sky blowing in as well. Which way is it blowing? That way. It's blowing that way, I think. But it says blowy again, and it's cool. I thought it felt quite warm when I stood at the tram stop at Cleveland's. So I'm going to go for food first, because I don't need to tell you, do I, that I'm starving. I am genuinely starving. I've had 2 shredded wheat at, I think it was 6 o'clock this morning, so I am, to be fair, quite hungry. So we're going to go to Yorkshire Fisheries, which is over in this direction. So I think, excuse me, I think we might go this way actually. So I've fastened my coat up, I've got my phone. I've got my phone tethered around me on its lanyard. So I think we'll go this away, chat away. Now then, which is the quickest way to Yorkshire Fisheries? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, put the baby on the paw. We'll go this way. We're going a straight line. We'll go straight up Clifton Street. About that then I remembered. So this week, what's been happening this week? Well, it's been a bit of a week as this week. So T-Boy went flying last Friday. I've not seen you since his bouncing brigade. So on Friday afternoon, Kevin went to the shop and I stopped at home to do some admin. So I sat in the office. We're doing a brand new Cleveland's 2026 calendar. Kevin's done the artwork for it, and I've done all the writing. So I was sat in the office writing some text for the back page of the calendar, all about Care for Cleveland's and what we do and where your money goes and all the rest of it. So I'm sat there quietly working away in my own little world, and I hear this bang. Oh God, what's he done? I thought it was somewhere inside doing a creasing form for a Christmas card. Just shows how wrong you can be, doesn't it? So I went dashing outside, and he's laid literally full length on his back. That's new. I don't remember seeing that before. He's laid on his back on the wet, green, slippery path with Kevin's garden Crocs on, which are not Crocs, they're them cheap ones that you get from, well, in this case, from Shoe Market next door to our shop, with absolutely no treads on the bottom whatsoever. And he'd been sweeping up. Can you get your breath? Can you get your breath? So he'd got the sweeping brush laid askance at the sides of him. And he's laid there in the muck. So I rang Kevin and said, get yourself here quick, because I couldn't have lifted him up. So he's been confined. We managed to get him upstairs, so he's been confined to upstairs since Friday last week. And this morning he's just managed, today being Wednesday as I'm filming this, he's just managed to get himself downstairs, and he's got a blood test this afternoon, so he's got to go to the doctors. So there you go. So that's been fun and games. So I've been on nurse duty. I've been cooking and cleaning and making sure that he eats plenty and drinks plenty and standing over him with my big stick and all that kind of thing. So that was that. We've been busy at the shop. We've nearly got the kitchen finished. Our 2 star volunteers have gone to get some backing panel today to do the splashback around the back of the sink. So when they've got that, that's that done. And we've sat it to get a bit tidier. I'll have to give you a 2 and 6 penny tour and show you what we've been doing. So that's coming along nicely. We've been busy in the shop. We did an event on Saturday, which was supposed to be outside. It was supposed to be a Northern Soul event on the Seafront. And in the event, the weather was vile. It was right in the middle of this. Oh, well then, open. You're like, oh, I like Chinese. There's a thing for another day. So we were right in the middle of this storm Amy that's just blown through. So we couldn't possibly do that outside. So that ended up being a lot of hard work for not much reward. And all in all, I am absolutely shattered. I could just go to sleep, honestly. I could just go to sleep. And I know that I need to be coming and doing videos and keeping up my appearances. It's just a question of fitting it in. I'm just pausing to show you this on my way past. Wonder what they're doing with that. Are they doing it up? Is this young gentleman, oh, that's a traffic warden. Blackpool renovations. Oh, that'd be good if they're going to do that finally. Because it's a lovely corner plot and it's just spoiling that stretch, isn't it? It's just spoiling that stretch. So we have nearly arrived at our destination. We have indeed. Here's the DWP building. I noticed I got a press release this week that apparently it's won some kind of award for its design and build. Not quite sure what. I'd love to go inside and have a look around. I'm amazed we've not had a business event there in a 2 and 6 penny tour. It's very big, isn't it? And even their trees are burnt, look. Right, we're off to Yorkshire Fisheries, Fish and Chipperies. I don't know whether they've actually been bought yet or not. It looks like the pub's having a fettle as well. There's work going on everywhere you look. Well, that was very nice. I've just been for my lunch. So you need to watch this week's Friday food review because it's a good one. So anyway, what else has been happening in my world this week? Do you know, I can't remember, to be honest. I can't remember. I just know that I've been absolutely busy, and I'm getting tireder and tireder and tireder. But it's all good fun. It keeps you out of mischief, doesn't it? So while I'm out today, we're going to go down to the seafront. We're going to go and have a look at the waves, because I reckon that the waves are going to be rather marvellous this week, because it's very windy and it was high tide at 12:05. So unfortunately, I've missed the best of it, because it's about, let's have a look, see what time it is. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock, so it'll be just on the turn. I'm going to have a look at my calendar and see what else I've been doing this week. Yes, we had Crazy Golf in Cleveland on Tuesday, and Scott, the intern that's come from Scotland to help us to run the Summer of Fun events, he's been poorly, so he didn't come. So me and Kevin had got that to run. Well, mostly me, because Kevin were at home seeing to the builders, because we've also had the builders in. So earlier on this year we had some new front windows done because they were enough to blow you away and leaked. So the the decking on that was built round him was all completely rotten. So that needed doing as well. So bearing in mind we had the windows done in April, we've just got round to having the decking done. So tomorrow morning it's Balfour Beer today, and then I've got a meeting at the shop after dinner. I've got a meeting at the council on Friday morning for the Cleveland Together board. I'm in the shop on Saturday afternoon on the counter. And then on Monday, we've got a Town Centre group meeting, and Daddy's going to see the oncologist. So it's all busy, go. So I would be lost without my calendar on my phone. I would have absolutely no idea what I was doing, where I was going, or where I was supposed to be. So while we're at it with our walk and talk today, I think we'll also do some shout-outs, because I've got a few shout-outs in my pocket. I've had to write them all down because I forget otherwise. So these are people that have been into the shop. So apparently Maria, Roy and Sean saw Kevin some weeks ago, so I apologise profusely for being so tardy in my responsiveness to do this, and they've asked me to give them a shout out. They're from the Black Country. They're from Birmingham, which is my go-to accent every time I ever do an accent for anywhere all over the world. It always sounds like somebody from Birmingham. So they asked me to give him a mention. And then I've got Diane and Michael Norton from Leeds. Please can you mention them? They bought the tram shed print. I'm not quite sure whose handwriting that is, but it's somebody's from in our lovely little shop. So hello to you and a big shout out. And I've got some more to do when we get a little bit further round town. So we're going to carry on walking towards the seafront now. So it looks like Nando's is also having a facelift, which is this one here at the back of my lock, this one. I told you, Blackpool is the place to be if you want to sell scaffolding. We could just do with a shipping load of scaffolding boards. I'm just looking at all that wood that they've got up there. That would be so useful for things that we're doing in Cleveland. I don't know, I'm terrible, aren't I? It's very busy on this corner. I think I could do with a wig. Keep wondering whether to have all my hair cut off. I tell you, this week, if I'd have had time, I'd have been in hairdressers and I'd have had the whole lot chopped off. I very nearly took the scissors to it myself. I just keep ithering and dithering because I know that once I've chopped it off, it's off and it's going to take some growing back. It definitely needs colouring. I mean, look at that. My roots are somewhere down here. It's definitely got very, very long and very needy sim. And I washed it last night, so it's all blowing all over the place. I've got it bolted down with hair clips and hairspray. And the nearer you get to the seafront, the windier it gets. Oh. I don't know. Now I've had my dinner, all I want to do is to go to sleep and have a nap. I'm no woman, aren't I? Looks like Wendy's has had a little bit of wind damage. All the corners coming off up here, look. It's all blown away. You have to bolt everything down here. It gets so windy. You have to make sure it's all fastened down. Look at that wobbling. Wibble wobble. Oh, it's lovely though. It definitely blows your cobwebs away. It does, it does. It definitely blows your cobwebs away. Let's make a dash for it. It's a lot windier than last time we came on the prom. We want to go and have a look at the sea. The beautiful, beautiful sea. I think I've got the time for our tide wrong. I've just looked it up online and it was never 40 minutes ago. It would still be in if it were air tide. I think it's later today. We'll have a walk up here and see if it's on the information board at the steps opposite the headland. Wowza, that's windy wondy. It's lovely though when you've got a windy day like this and bright clouds and everything's moving quickly. I can hear somebody putting scaffolding up. I think this seagull's hopeful that this chap's got some money, some food, and it's not, and he's not. This windshield makes such a difference. We'll have a walk around and see whether there's any times on the top of the steps. So this goes with the dragon look. So you scan the QR code and you get the images of the projection from the dragon over there on the front of the tower. So it's interactively. I like this. I think it's lovely, this Blackpool. Everybody stops for a selfie next to it. Did you know that in Cleveland we've got a big concrete Cleveland like that? And it's on the seafront and it's been there for years and I bet you've never seen it. Found the scaffolding. It's just at the side of the tower here, look, on the corner of the dungeon. I wouldn't want to be up there in this wind. That's for sure. I wouldn't. Oh, I think they've abandoned the tide times because they've got the steps closed off. They have, haven't they? Yep. That's empty. There's a tidal information board here, look, that they put the times on. So this is where all the entertainment happens. to go and have a look at the dragons, because when we looked at the dragons a fortnight ago, they were still putting them up, and they were surrounded by high lifts and fences and scaffolding and whatnot. So there's your QR code again, and there's your instructions for anybody daft enough. No climbing on the dragons. I said to my friend Liz the other day that these are like going back to old school illuminations. She said, well, I don't really know because I didn't used to come. She's from down south. And I said to her, when I was a little girl, they used to make animals like that, and figures and shapes and things in fiberglass, and they used to put them over the prom. It's very good, isn't it? And he breathes smoke as well. So if you catch him at the right minute, he has a big bellowing puff of smoke coming out of his mouth. I've still got absolutely no idea whether that tide's coming in or going out. I think my gut feeling is that it's coming in. And I'm sure it was at dinner time the other day, in which case it'll be later this afternoon. Anyway, I've been sitting there long enough. I've had my ration of wind today. So now I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go for a coffee actually. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go and have a coffee and some cake. So I've got a few more shout-outs. If you're ready for some more shout-outs. Oh, let's go down here and have a look at the donkeys. They're back on the promenade. So this is two of my little junior super duper favourite followers, this. So the first one was a lady that came into the shop, and she asked me to give a shout out to Lily. Lily is just 3 years old, and Lily lives in California, all the way at the other side of the world, all the way across there past Ireland and all the way around in America. And apparently Lily is my biggest fan. So a big hi to you, Lily. A big hi. In fact, if I stand here and wave, you might be able to see me, might you? All the way from America. So that was the first one. And then the next one was a visitor that we had in the shop. And this was Keane from County Durham. And he was on holiday staying in Cleveland. And they'd been in the shop umpteen times looking for me until they finally found me. So a big hello to Keane as well. Hope you had a safe journey back to County Durham. Where's Derek gone? I'm looking for Derek the donkey. There's a Derek somewhere. Have we painted him? Have we painted him out? Where's Derek? Derek! He's here, look. Can you see him? Derek the donkey. I'll have to photograph that and take it home and make it my dad's cover picture on his Facebook. Oh look, the sun's come out. Isn't that lovely? Do you know, that looks as different again. It makes the world look more cheerful, and it makes your mood feel that much more chirpy. This is the Spyro light attraction. So this all lights up at night and makes shapes and patterns as you walk through it. It's clever, isn't it? In previous years, they've had it kind of sealed off so that you can't actually come in it in the daytime, but they've left it open this year, which makes more sense because, there's no point having it fenced off, is there? Exit only. I've actually gone right way around for once. Gorgeous afternoon now. This morning it was absolutely lashing it down. Lashing it down it was. Beautiful. There's one thing we do well on this west coast, and it's wind. Isn't that gorgeous? We do a very good line in wind. We do. How many trams is that have passed while I've been doing this video? It's been umpteen. Have you seen all the photos on Facebook of reflections of the lights in a puddle? Well, this is the puddle. So for some bizarre reason, the prom's all dropped and we've ended up with a little bit of a lake on this corner. So this puddle is a perfect place to catch the reflection of all the lights from the seafront. So you get it all sort of reflected back at yourself. And apparently the starlings like it for a bath as well. I've seen seagulls getting bathed in there. Funny, aren't they? They're funny. And then this happened. And then this happened. What can I say? I came in muffin break. A little bit of Blackpool gossip for you. I don't know whether this is true or not, but apparently Roman is going to become a card and gift shop. And it sounds like this is closing in anticipation of the Tesco development going ahead, which they got planning consent for some time ago, but it sounds like, according to my sources, they've been waiting for the alcohol licence. So we'll keep you posted. We'll keep having a look at that one and see what transpires, see what's the gearing. So, I think I've had enough for one afternoon. I think I'm off home now. I've got to say I really enjoyed that hot chocolate. I was just starting to feel like I couldn't put one foot in front of the other, so I thought, right, I'm going to go and have something decadent. She said, do you want cream and marshmallows? I said, yes, why not? It feels like a cream and marshmallow kind of day. So that's what I had. It's very nice. I do like muffin break. We often go in there. Now then, is that this Sunday or was it last Sunday? Perhaps check on Facebook first. There's a finger post at the bottom of here which I noticed had fallen over the other day. There was a hole in the floor where it had lifted itself up. Here, look, where this cone is. Oh, that's windy. It's lovely though. Goodness, it's now the stand up, isn't it? So goodness gracious me. This was a finger post. It's now a little patch of tarmac. Oh, it's just laid on its back. In fact, the trams had stopped running. Can't remember what day it was. It might have been Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because of damage to the overhead wires. So they've obviously got that repaired because they're running now. I'm going to walk up to North Pier tram stop, and then I know that every tram that comes my way is going to be a tram that will take me in the right direction. Well, you won't believe that, would you, after this morning? Is it coming in? Still no wiser. I'll tell you what, let's go over the road and have a look. I think it's coming in. I bet it's high tide at tea time. Yeah, it is, it's coming in. It all look a different place when it's sunny. Makes the world look totally different. It does. Has anybody got any scissors? I think if I'd got a pair of sharp scissors in my hand at the minute, I'd be cutting all my hair off. I'm still not a lot wiser, you know. The beach looks too dry, but it doesn't seem to be coming in very fast. I think it is coming in. Tell you, I live right at the side of the sea, and it comes in and it goes out twice every day, and I never know what it's doing. Doesn't that look lovely now though? For some blue sky and sunshine. Look at these two on the tandem. I've seen a few people on them. I don't know how you get them in a shop though. It's bad enough pushing somebody around in a wheelchair. It is. Wonder if they lost any bits off North Pier. Looks like it's still open. There's people walking on it. So, from a very tired Jane, from a very sunny Blackpool, I hope you've enjoyed this afternoon's walk and talk and shout outs. If you want to shout out and you want to pop into the shop, just make sure that you ask them to write the message down if you're going on a day when I'm not in. So it's 2 Princess Road, Cleveland. It's next door to Shoe Market, opposite B&M. And you can leave post and mail for me there as well. On current form, I'd prefer you not to leave it at Chris Higgitt's, because I might never manage to collect it from Chris. So if you do want to send something, please send it to Care for Cleveland. Or drop in. As I say, I'm usually in on a Saturday afternoon, and it's always nice to meet people. I'm in and out all week, but reliably, that's a better time to know you're going to catch me. So, shout outs, yeah. If you want to shout out, I prefer you to email me. If you email jane@therabbitpatch.co.uk, that's the tramline cleaner look. Because if you just drop a comment, there's every chance that I might miss it. I'll read it. I read all your comments. I read everything. If you get a heart, that means I've read it. The only trouble is, if I read your comments, I might not be in a position to actually write it down and make a note. So either over the shop counter or by email. jane@therabbitpatch.co.uk. And from a sunny now North Pier and a sunny Blackpool Seafront, we will bid you goodbye. Till next time, we'll see you later. Bye for now.